top 10 anime where popular guy fall for the cycle. First, for me to you. And in this anime, we got a popular guy, more like the center of attention kind of guy, falling for a cycle. It's a cute romance story. Our female lead is really shy, and when our main character is organizing a test of courage for the entire class, he encourages her to join, which leads to the perfect opportunity of blooming love seed between them. This anime is wholesome, little bit of sad as well. Other than that, it's a perfect example of opposite attract each other. There is also a live action adaptation of this anime, more like a movie. So yeah, if you wanna check it out, you can check it. It's an anime aired in 2009 and 2010, which has 2 seasons and about 37 episodes in total. Then we have Say I Love You, and that's the name of anime fam. Okay, going into this anime, we got a sad unpopular girl who was blamed for the death of a classmate by her so-called classmate in grade school, and since then she stayed away from people just to avoid being hurt again. However, a misunderstanding took place and she kind of kicks the most popular guy in the school, and after that he started to like her. But our female lead doesn't want to do anything with this guy, but slowly they became friends and developed mutual feelings for each other. As for the other part, they became lovebirds while finding the true meaning of these magical words. It is none other than I love you. It's an emotional roller coaster, wholesome as well as sad, and yeah, truly does the justice to its title. Then we have the pet girl of Sakura So, or Sakura Jono Petu Kanajo in Japanese. And yeah, my friend, it's truly an funny one. The story revolves around the Sakura Dome, more like a housing place for school's abnormal students. Then our main character moves there because he wants to adopt a cat, and its dome doesn't let him have a cat. So he moves there just for the cat. Then suddenly our foreign exchange student joins them, who is beautiful and extremely talented in art and yet unable to perform simple daily tasks. So our main character is left to take care of her, which leads to the whole sort of funny event, love drama and heartbreaks as well. We'll see our normal main character struggling to keep up with brilliant minded people at that house while he is just an ordinary guy. As for the other part, the struggle exists at both ends. More like brilliant minded people can perform daily tasks, whereas normal people can't even compete with them in which they are good at. And the way they care about each other might look ridiculous at first, but when we really know them, that becomes the most wholesome part of this anime. Other than that, at the end of this show, you will see Sakura Dome. It's an home for most talented ones, along with the hard-working people who wanna keep up with them. Then we have Itakis, or Playful Kiss in English, which is a romance comedy story where a not so smart girl finally tells that she loves him ever since she saw him on their first day of high school. However, our character Naoki, the hot and popular, rejects her because he quotes, "I don't like brainless women." Then our story progresses. Our girl house is destroyed by an earthquake, and she, along with her father, moves to her dad's childhood best friend house until the house is rebuilt, which fortunately or unfortunately is the house of Naoki. And yeah, her dad best friend is Naoki father. And then our story progresses. Then we have Love, Chunibo and Other Delusions, and it's truly an unique one. The story goes as our main character is a teenage girl who possesses the strongest power known to the man, the Trion's Eye, and she is currently fighting an underground organization from the shadows which will decide the fate of humanity, which is more or less believed by her like a teenage fantasy to its extreme, which is effectively pronounced as Sunibyo syndrome, more like a disease which makes her fantasize a lot of things. Meanwhile, our another character, more like our former Sunibyo syndrome sufferer, Yuta Togashi, who is enrolled in her school looking to get away from the embarrassing memories of junior high. However, when Rika, the female lead, discovers his past as Dark Flame Master, she used that to her advantage and making do all sort of wacky stuff along the way, which is more or less funny. Then during the course of this story, they develop feeling for each other, and our guy really tried to pull her out of this fantasy to the real world, during which he discovered her past had a connection with her, and they became really popular couple for weird stuff. Then we have the trouble life of Miss Katura, which is a comedy, drama and romance anime where our main character Katura can read people's mind, and because of that her parents are getting divorced. So now she moved to a new high school where she is trying to avoid people, keep her distance from other classmates until our male main character accept her and appreciate her ability as well as help her to have friends, which leads to the romance sector of this anime. Then we have Kamigami no Asubi, or the mischief of the gods in English, which is like a school for god and human. Is for the story, our main character is a daughter of Kyoto Shrine and she discovers a mysterious sword which transports her to a different world where she meets Greek god Zeus. He invited her to attend a school that he created because he intended to teach her the meaning of love as well as to other students, which are young divine beings who attend the school in order to reverse the weakening bond between human and god. Then we have Kisumi no Me, which is a slice of life romance shoujo manga which has an anime adaptation. The synopsis goes as our main character is a girl obsessed with boys love otaku's fantasies, more like yaoi lover girl who can't help but fantasize her male classmate making out with each other. As for our character, she was an overly weight girl, and when she witnessed the death of most beloved character in her favorite show, she became utterly depressed, and just in a week she changed from this to this. I mean, hot as hell, man. Okay, now since she is beautiful, she found herself in a center of attention of 4 guys who ship her, but for her they should ship each other, more like make out with each other, which is like the funniest plot ever. Then we have the wolf girl and the black prince, which is Japanese name I can't pronounce. The story of this anime centers around Erika, a 16-year-old girl who tells her friend about her boyfriend which she never had, and she claims that a handsome boy in a candid photo is her boyfriend, but it turns out that boy is a schoolmate, which leaves no choice for her. So our girl Erika approaches this guy and begs him to become her boyfriend, which he accepts, but as the guy might seem like sweet person, he is an ultra black instinct sadist who treats her like a dog. Then our story progresses. Then we have Recovering of an MMO Junkie, which is exactly the same anime as its name stands for. Story goes as a 30-year-old lady character is unemployed and she couldn't be more happier to quit her job after 11 years. Now she has turned to online games to pass her time, which she has plenty of now because of her no job status. Then she started playing game as a guy character where she meet a girl character which is a healer and became friends with it, who turns out to be a 28-year-old man, and coincidentally they bump into each other in an store. Okay, then that's it, and I don't know how this last one relate to the title. If you don't like it, try Fruit Basket Man, which falls more under our title of popular guy falling for an shy girl, where our unpopular kind-hearted girl meets someone with zodiac powers after her mom dies and kind of develop feelings for them as well as live together with them. But the thing is, those guys are like the cool guys of the school, which make it popular guy falling for an unpopular girl. Other than that, I'm not explaining its story. It's just like the surface description of an ocean. It's really good. The story is really deep. If you like wholesome sad anime, you can go for this one. But if you aren't into this kind of anime, try this one, man. It's a top 10 anime you can't watch in public, which is flashing in your screen. Just click it and enjoy. Bye bye.